Hello guys, my name is Mohammed and today we're going to be talking about the life and theory of Charles Darwin. So before we get started, do you guys ever wonder why medicines, vaccines, and even some makeup brands are first tested on animals before given to us humans? Well, today scientists strongly believes that us humans share common ancestors with animals. And this is because of the idea of natural selection and evolution, which basically talks about the fact that we do share common ancestors with other animals. For example, in chimpanzees. So let's talk about the person behind all this. Charles Darwin, who is today known as the father of evolution. Let's talk about his early life. Charles Darwin was born on February 12, 1808 in England. He was the second son of Robert Darwin, who was a society's doctor, and Susanna Wedgwood, who was a journalist. Darwin studied medicine in Edinburgh University, and the reason of this is because his father wanted him to become a doctor, just like him. But Darwin wasn't interested and he dropped out just 2 years in. And when he dropped out, his father gave him another option, which is to become a priest, but he also refused because, he wasn't interested. So, Darwin was always interested in science. He had a love and passion for science. So as a kid, he had a different collection. He had a collection of beetles, of insects, plants, and even rocks. And he would examine them and does different experiments and see the outcome and the result of it. So then when he got older, he went on science adventures. He started visiting different countries, different islands, and does different experiments to see um, the result of it, and he started writing different theories and different discoveries in his journals. He started writing books and journals about them. So let's talk about some of his discoveries and theories. Darwin wrote a lot of books, but the one that stood out to me the most was The Origin of Species, and the reason of this is because it talks about the theory of natural selection. So let's talk about natural selection. So natural selection theory is basically explains the individual of a species are most likely to survive in their environment and pass their genes to the next generation. So let me give you guys an example. So for example, let's say a donkey and a horse were to mate. They will produce a mole, and this is because a donkey and a horse are infertile and cannot produce the same offspring as themselves. So they'll produce a new species, a mole, which is basically a new animal. And Darwin believed that a diverse life could arise from a common ancestors. And this brings up the idea that us humans were our ancestors are chimpanzees. So basically, we evolved from them. So why is this so important today? So Darwin passed away in 1808 at the age of 73 due to a fatal heart attack. But he's still very famous today for his work and for his theory. And like as I mentioned earlier, today scientists still use the evolution theory and natural selection. And again, we test medicines, we test vaccine, and like I said, make a brand to see the result on the animals before given to us humans, because they believe that we share common ancestors and common character traits as them. And for those of you who didn't know much about Darwin and his theories, I hope I explained enough and I give you guys a better understanding of who he is as a person and his importance in society today. And those are my references, and I hope you guys have a great day.